The problem says a hospital pharmacist wants to use 2 lots of zinc oxide ointment containing 45% weight-to-weight and 10% weight-to-weight zinc oxide. In what ratio should they be mixed to prepare a 20% weight-to-weight zinc oxide ointment? Also, how much of each is needed to make 50 grams of this ointment? Okay, so we'll make our grid to help us organize our work here. And the problem says that we need to prepare a 20% weight-to-weight zinc oxide ointment here. Okay, so our target concentration is 20%. What's available to work with are these 2 lots, one with a 45% concentration and the other with a 10% concentration. So the first question is, what ratio do we need to mix these 2 lots to result in a 20% concentration? So we'll do our subtraction diagonally. 45 minus 20, we get 25. 20 minus 10, that's 10. So the ratio is 10 to 25. If we want to write that down here, we can, 10 to 25. You could reduce this like a fraction. That's not required. 10 to 25, if you use that in our calculations here, that will give you the correct answer, just like the reduced ratio would give you the correct answer. Okay, so then the other part of the question is, how much of each is needed to prepare 50 grams of this ointment? Okay, so we got 10 parts and 25 parts. That is going to be a total of 35 parts. Now, if you did reduce this, should be noted, if you did reduce this ratio here, then that would change the total number of parts. But again, I'm just going to work with 10 and 25, which is a total of 35 parts. So let's see. So for the 45% concentration here, ointment with a 45% concentration, looks like we're going to have, that would be 10 out of the 35 parts would be the 45% concentration. So 10/35 times the 50 grams will give us the amount we need of the ointment with a 45% concentration. We'll set up the other one also for the 10% concentration. So that would be, the corresponding fraction would be 25 out of the 35 parts. So that'd be 25/35 times 50 grams. That's going to give us the quantity of the 10% ointment that's needed to reach this resulting concentration of 20%. Okay, so 10 over 35 times 50, we're going to just round this to the tenths place. We should get 14.3 grams. And that's, of course, that's 14.3 grams of the 45% ointment. Just want to make this very clear. And then 25 over 35 times the 50, we're going to get 35.7 grams. And of course, that corresponds, that's of the 10% ointment. So we're going to need 35.7 grams of the 10% ointment. So 14.3 grams of the 45% ointment, 35.7 grams of the 10% ointment. We put these together, mix these together, it's going to result in 50 grams of this 20% ointment. Okay, and so these are basically our final answers here.